We are going to talk about identifying missing alligators, and our alligators are our less than, greater than, and equals sign. You see above I made them look like alligators. The alligator always wants to eat the larger number, so this one will be facing the larger number and want to eat it. This one will be facing the larger number and want to eat it. Our equal sign, we can turn that into a confused alligator because it's not sure which number to eat because they are both the same. And now we're going to move on to this problem here to figure out what this missing alligator is. All problems are going to have one alligator in them for third grade problems. So I look through the problem and I see that this is not an alligator, that's not an alligator, that's not an alligator, and that's not an alligator. So that means this here has to be an alligator. And the alligator splits the problem apart at that spot. So right there, this problem is split apart right at the alligator. And then I figure out the sides that I know. Now I know both of these sides. 8 plus 4 equals 12. And on this side, we just have 14. So that side's going to equal 14. Now my alligator that's going to come down here is going to be the alligator that will eat the 14. So I can put that symbol in there, and that alligator can go back up into our original problem. So 8 plus 4 is less than 14. And on to our next one. Once again, our first step is to identify where the alligator is. And I see that this is not an alligator, not an alligator, not an alligator, and not an alligator. So our missing part has to be an alligator. The alligator always splits the problem apart, so I have this half of the equation, and I have this half of the equation. And from there, I'm going to figure out the sides that I know. 18 minus 5, that equals 13. And I can bring down my missing alligator spot. And this side, 12, is obviously going to equal 12. So I have 13, some alligator, 12. Now this one, the alligator will want to eat the 13 because the 13 is the larger number. So we make the alligator eat that one. And we can put our alligator back into the original problem because 18 minus 5 is going to be greater than 12. And on to the next one. 3 something 18 minus 7. And once again, we look through the problem and we see that this is not an alligator, that's not an alligator, that's not an alligator, and that's not an alligator. So our missing spot has to be the alligator because all problems have an alligator in them. And the problem gets split apart right at the alligator because that's what alligators do. They split the problem apart. This side over here equals 3. This side over here, 18 minus 7, that is going to equal 11. And I can put down my alligator here. Since 11 is larger than 3, I put down the alligator that will eat the 11. And I can put that back in my original problem. So this says 3 is less than 18 minus 7. And now down to my last one here. It's a little bit more of a complex problem, but it's still the same. I see that none of these are alligators and none of these are alligators. So I know that middle spot there has to be an alligator. And I split the problem apart at that alligator. And I'm going to do the sides that I know, which I know both these sides. 7 plus 6 is 13, plus 2, 14, 15. So this side is going to equal 15. And then I'm going to do this side. 8 plus 5 is 13. Minus 3 is going to be 10. So I can put my alligator in here. It's going to equal the 15 because the 15 is a large number, and I can put that back into my original problem. So 7 plus 6 plus 2 is greater than 8 plus 5 minus 3. So remember, the first thing you need to do is identify the alligator, figure out where that is, and it will always be, and then after that, split the problem apart at the alligator, and do the sides that you know. And then bring down your alligator.